Welcome to another episode of Reseller Evolution. My name's Scott,
And my name is Carl.
and how is it going? Your name, Carl?
My name, Carl, is going good. Actually, it's not, but we're just going to pretend. La,
It's
la,
not
la,
going
la,
good.
la. It's all great. It's great.
Oh,
So, and you?
I, I mean, other than the obvious de minimis issue, everything has been going pretty good.
I was much happier when no one else but me knew what de minimis meant.
Yeah, really. Now the whole world knows.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carl.
You're welcome. It's all my fault.
You put that word out in the universe, and it bounced back and was angry.
He was very angry. I'm very powerful. Watch out. Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
yeah. So everything's going bad for you. Is that what you're saying? Or
my store's, I can't remember, but my store is still shut down.
oh, okay.
So maybe I didn't quite shut it down last time. I can't remember. No, I think I did. I did. So right now, most of my energy is to the booth, right? So, and you know what's funny? It's not like I was listing tons on eBay, but now that I can't do it, I really want to do it.
Yeah, that's weird, eh?
It's always that way.
I
So
know.
annoying. So, um, what I'm planning on doing is actually I'm going to kick face the facts. I mean, and switch over everything to .ca from .com because
Well, it's technically, Carl, it should have been at to begin with.
No, you're totally allowed as a Canadian to be on .com. There were good reasons to be on .com.
You were manipulating the buyer.
I was massaging their beliefs.
Okay.
And now there's no way around it. So yeah, it's but I have 1,000 some listings. So I'm gonna try and use those relister tools. Have you ever used one of those?
Like, are you talking about the AI one?
No, there's something called like InkFrog, which is kind of a listing software. There's a few different ones that will take basically what it'll do is it'll take your listings and put it on different platforms.
Like okay, so that's fine. That's different because you're still got to create one listing, but then you can just link it into other platforms.
It'll make copies of it. Yeah.
Right. So that is a helpful tool. I think I was doing List Perfectly there for a while, and I talked about that. I don't know if on this show, but definitely on other shows. I stopped doing that because I just eBay in the booth was sufficient at the time. Anyway, what was I going to say? The AI thing. Like, I don't really understand how these guys and maybe they're just selling the platform. I don't know. I'm just speculating, right? I don't really know. I don't know if you know about these guys talking about the AI. I won't say any YouTubers, but we've watched them. I know you have before in the past, so I don't know if you saw the AI part of it. But they now have they all kind of have these stakes in this AI stuff. Unless it's taking the photos and looking after all the defects and things that I have to implement there, it really isn't quicker. You still got to take the photos. Maybe it edits them a little bit for you, but it doesn't take long for me to edit them. But you still have to take the photos. You still have to look for the defect. Like, there's still a lot to it. It's just you can't just list 1,000 items a day because AI is doing it. You know what I mean?
No, like the time that the part of listing that takes time for me is not hitting the create button and putting the price in. It's the photos, it's testing it, it's cleaning it, it's valuing it, and probably in that order of how long it takes. So, but just before we go on though, I just want to say the reason I was talking about InkFrog or the cross list or whatever is because it'll help me quickly move my listings from .com to .ca without ending them and relisting them. That's why I talked about that. So I'll probably get that app just to do it because
I'm going to say something even a little bit. I don't know. It's something I did, and let's face it, 1,000 listings more than what I have. I have maybe 300 right now because I ended a lot of them to change for the de minimis and not ship to US right now. Anyway, so but 1,000 listings really isn't a super lot, right? Like, it's manageable. Have you ever thought about just ending the listings, go over to .ca, but relist them as a sell similar. Or once they're in .com, you need a special tool to put them into .ca.
Yeah, I don't think I can just end and relist them. I don't think that works.
I don't see why you can't, because if you just go to .ca, you'll be able to still have them in your drafts.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it says that this is being listed on a different site.
oh, okay.
Last time I tried it, that wouldn't work.
Okay.
That'd be
Well, it
great
was
if it
more of a
worked.
question, because if you did, I would just put sell similar, because I just renews it all. And at the same time, you can kind of edit it and go through each one and check your inventory. And like, that's what I did. And I was really happy I did that. And just like sell similar, that same item kind of brought it to life again.
Right, but you're on .ca all the time, right?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if you can still transfer it, like do the same thing and then hit it into a .ca, because it's still in your system,
Yeah,
right?
like
Like,
I said
because
last time,
you're not losing all your feedback. You're not going to
right.
lose all that stuff.
No, it's the same account. It's the
So
same.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
maybe,
Last time I tried, you can't end on .com and then relist that same thing on .ca. Maybe it's changed, but that's why I want
I
to
don't
use.
know. I have no
Yeah,
idea. It was just a thought, because
yeah, I can try it right now.
you don't want to lose those photos and all the work you put in
Well,
it.
that's it. That's why I was going to use these relisting tools, right? Because
Yeah. So
1,000
um
listings.
no, 100% for sure. But you're selling similar. Like, I can go on .com and sell similar, and it still goes on .ca.
Well, I'm going to end one, and we'll find out right now. So you talk while I'm
This,
like
this is like
doing this
live on the air.
So just listen. End it on .com. Going to .ca.
And what does it say?
And I'm going to go to end it.
And
And
then
I'm going to
sell
go
similar?
relist.
No, sell similar.
Oh, sell
So,
similar. Oh,
yeah.
well, it's letting me relist it. Let's
No, but
see.
you want to sell similar, though.
Oh, no. You know what happened?
What?
When I went to relist on .ca, it went to .com.
Okay, but sell similar.
Okay.
Sell similar. You're
Sure,
going to
sure,
put
sure.
a whole new listing up, like your same listing and all your information, but under a sell similar.
So I bought a bunch of Smurfs this weekend.
Oh, God.
They're good ones though. But you know what's so frustrating?
What?
No, when I went to relist, it actually took me to .com.
Okay, but sell similar.
Oh, sorry. When I went to sell similar, it actually took me to .com.
Okay.
Yeah. It didn't keep me on .ca.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I've used .com and I hit sell similar and it comes up on my .ca.
Oh well. We'll figure it out. If something's different, then I'll put a comment in the show later. But
Okay.
anyways, so for that yeah, that's all I'm saying is like I'm going to use those tools. It looks like, because I don't want to take those 1,000 listings and do it manually. Not
I
to
just
mention
want
the pictures.
I just want to kind of back up a little bit. Just
Yeah.
However, when I do hit sell similar and it's someone else's, I don't get all their photos and everything either. So it's going to be a different animal altogether. So
Yeah.
okay, so that's you're probably just going to have to get that.
Yeah, it's worth the whatever it cost me just to do it.
Probably
because,
$20 to $30.
Yeah, it's doing it manually.
Oh.
And even then, there's so much work because it's like they're going to make a few things mandatory, and that definitely doesn't exist in my listings, like origin and stuff. So, but for that AI tool that you're talking about, the listing ones, like from what I was understanding, it works best if you're doing one category, especially like with new stuff or ones with UPC codes and stuff like that.
Who does all that? Like,
not us.
That's probably a small percentage of the people out there. Like, it's probably a large percentage, I guess, to a degree.
Like, in terms of overall listings, yeah.
But like those bigger companies that do like large amounts of like the same kind of stuff probably have a system in place anyway. right? And if you're doing a lot of same kind of stuff, you just put quantity of 20 or 100. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's really I just don't know if the cost of it really offsets the value you're getting. Now, if you come up with a light box and you set that in there and it takes all your photos, it crops, edits, everything, you know what I mean?
Magically, yeah.
Yes.
Levitates it, takes pictures underneath.
Yeah, like it's called AI, right? Like, you know. Um, but if it does all that, I'm in. I'm in like a dirty shirt. You know what I mean?
Like if I was selling like CDs and they're all brand new, and I just had to take picture back and front, maybe then. But I
But
don't.
I still don't see because everything's there, dude. Like you really like if that's the case, you don't have to do anything anyway. Right? Like those are the dream things we got, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't do anything anyway. But you still got to click buttons. You still got to tell the AI what to do, which you're just investing that time in a different, doing
I,
something different.
I don't trust AI to like price my items. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So,
And what are you going to price? Like, you know what I mean?
but on the other hand, I haven't actually looked at the tool and see what it does. So,
I watched a
I don't-
couple people talk about it, and to me,
okay,
it wasn't that impressive.
okay,
Maybe if you're in it and you use it, maybe it's different. But I still think you got to like, okay, let's say you're selling used clothing. Sure, but you still got to do stains, buttons. You know what I mean? There's so many little pieces that are so different that you're still in there adjusting things and changing things anyway.
yeah, I think that tool would
That's
not
just
be
my
good for
opinion. I
that.
don't know, but
No, it's true. It's like any tool. It's good for some things and not good for other things, right?
yeah, but these guys were talking about using it for used items, like stuff that we sell. Like it could be all clothing, it could be all CDs, but it's pre-owned stuff, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I said, I haven't really paid much attention to it because I kind of knew it wasn't for me. But
To me, it didn't make any sense. I could be wrong though. Let me know in the comments.
yeah,
But
I will.
while we had our most truthful, and we'll get to it later on, but there was a comment, and it was the most truthful comment we've had so far. So
Oh, wow.
stay tuned to the end for that one.
Scott's all
When
about
I
the
saw that,
keys.
I'm like, that person could not be more right. Like,
Oh, wow.
I agree 100% with that one,
Uh-oh.
with that
Okay.
comment. So,
Okay. Well, we'll get to that.
yeah. Could be
What else?
political, could not be. I don't know. We have to stay
Hopefully
tuned.
not. Oh my God, everyone.
That's where you get all your views, though, Carl.
This last week was everyone coming at me with political news, and I
Oh
told
my
everyone
God.
I don't want to talk politics, but I ended up talking politics with
Oh
everyone this
God.
week. It was funny. It's almost a joke. But you know what's exciting? I got new business cards.
Nice. Did they come
Yeah,
in?
they came in. It was a little more
Nice.
than like I knew the price, but it was like 50 cents each, which is like a little
50
more than I
cents a
like.
card?
Yeah, by the time I included shipping and everything and tax, yeah, 50 cents a card, so a bit more than I wanted.
Where are you buying those?
Vista.
I bought business cards off Vista. I thought they were like super reasonable. 50 cents a card. I thought that seems to
I think
low.
the price went up a bit since I actually ran out of my last 100 I bought. Believe it or
What
not.
did you buy them in gold plated, gold filled
No, these are
business
simple
cards?
things. But after the
Here's a
shipping and
sterling
everything,
card.
well, how much did you buy? You don't even remember. You're just talking out
Dude,
your butt.
no, I get
Like
what's in a
what do
box?
you think?
I get 2 boxes, and I've gotten probably 4 boxes or 4 different types for different things.
Yeah.
And
Oh, four
uh,
different types? Tell me about that. I didn't know this.
well, I got one with Stephanie and I on it,
Yeah.
and it was just to put in the booth, like it says Scott and Steph, and had our phone number on it. Like it had hers on it. But this is because she works there. We put it in the booth. She could talk to the people, hand them a card, has both of our names on it. And I don't really answer the phone unless I know who it is.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. I'm surprised
She
you put
answers
your
the
phone
phone all the
number.
time, so we just put it on her
Yeah,
phone.
I never answer the phone. Never.
But since then, I've did the Scott Sell stuff,
Yep.
and I put a sign, which I also got from Vistaprint, in the booth. I got one upstairs and one downstairs. I have taken them out because I'm going to change up a little bit, but
What's it?
I've stopped doing the shows. What's that?
What's on your? I want to know what's on your Scott Sells Such Stuff business card. What do you have on there?
Well, you know what? Next week I'll show you. Like I'll bring them out. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have them right here or not.
Okay, I was just curious what you put on your cards.
Basically, it's black and it's got my logo. So if you go to the YouTube channel, Scott Sells Stuff, and you see the beaver and Scott Sells Stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
it just said that, and then on the back, it just had a line, and if I wanted to put my phone number on that, I would.
Okay, so you would put your phone number, eh?
In pen, like it's a line on the back of the card, which is white on the back of the card, and there was a line. And if I wanted to put my phone number, I had the option to write it down and hand it to the person.
Oh, I see.
But
Okay.
I didn't have my phone number on the cards itself. I just had a line on the back where I would put my phone number.
Okay.
But I was really just trying to draw them to the channel at that time. The ones with Stephanie on it, that would have been more of trying to get them to call us to sell stuff to us. Then I had another YouTube channel that nobody knows about. I stopped doing it after about a couple months. Well, I'll tell you what it was about, but I won't tell you what it was. So I bought these, and I wish I would have kept with it, but I just got busy. Like it's so hard to do a YouTube channel. So what I did is I ended up going to a yard sale, and I bought. Dude, there must have been 100. There must have been 100 of these National Enquirers, right? Yeah. So I would look for from the 80s and 90s. Like I don't think they really went into the 90s too much, but they were definitely 80s. And I was looking at articles of like aliens, Bigfoots, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I would just read the article and give my opinion on it. And right, like how things have changed or how we view it differently now, that kind of thing. But
it's a lot of work.
it was a lot of work, but it was really fun looking at these old, articles from the
Elvis had my baby with Bat Boy.
All that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I probably did 20 episodes or so. Like I was doing it for quite a while. Like I 20 episodes doesn't sound like much, but it was a lot, right?
There's a reason I'm not doing it anymore.
And I was getting some like there was this one, it was the Boggy Creek Monster or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was getting like people talking to me about, I live right around there and all this kind of stuff, right? But
it's probably a lot more popular than reselling, to be honest, doing that channel. If that's what you're
into. I wish I would have stuck with it because I was working at Toyota at the time, and I just kind of, it just, dude, I was so tired. And then I'm trying to resell, I'm doing all this stuff, and it was too much. Yeah, and I felt embarrassed, so I would go to my car, drive down to the beach, and then read the article, and I'd have my sunglasses on because I didn't want nobody to recognize me and shit. Had a hat, but I got the name of the channel on the hat and on the shirt, and I would wear that hat and shirt with my sunglasses.
Oh, you went full out. I
was sitting in the car reading
this.
I was sitting in the car reading it because I didn't want anybody to hear me, talking about like Bigfoot and all that shit.
And now you don't care, I hope.
I don't care now.
Yeah.
No, I've done this show long enough.
I know. After you do this show for a while or any YouTube, you're just like, whatever. It's like I went on Two Dogs Digs show this week, and I used to get nervous about this stuff. And now I'm like, whatever. It
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I wished I didn't throw them out. But when Steph and I moved to the other house in Simcoe, we moved from the one house, I threw them all out.
Yeah. They must have been really worthless then if you would throw something out.
Well, there was just so much. There was boxes of these things. You know what I mean? But you open up every single one, and there's like 4 articles that you could use. Like, it wasn't just monster stuff. It was like people doing stupid things. There was witchcraft. There was I'm from like there was time travelers and
Yeah.
like I mean the National Enquirer was full of this stuff, dude, right? So you know what though, if I ever found that type of collection again, I would maybe start it up, right? Like it was kind of neat, but
It's
it
fun, but
takes
yeah, it's a lot
it
of work.
takes so long to get
Yeah.
traction, and I don't know.
Editing and yeah.
It was really the early days of my stint on YouTube, but
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, that was oh my god, what was that? 7 years ago? I don't even know now.
It
Like
must it's long enough that I never heard of you doing this.
no, no. Oh, it was before I think I was doing the the live show for sure.
And you got the full merch too. You got a hat and a shirt
Well,
and business
okay,
card.
because I started doing the live show during COVID, and this was definitely pre-COVID.
Hmm. No, that's cool though. It's
Yeah,
fun. I hope you still have the hat and shirt at least.
I could have it somewhere. I wouldn't have thrown them out on purpose, but we moved twice since then,
Yeah.
so who
It's in
knows what happened, right? Like
yeah.
things get thrown out because you're just so they would have came with me the first move, but I don't know if they came with me this move. But I don't know if I find it, I will show you. But I don't want to advertise it, and the channel's gone. Like I took it off. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but anyways, I had
That's
business
cool though.
cards. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
that's the best
business
part of
cards
this.
for those.
That's the best part of this podcast, everyone.
But it was crazy, crazy, like crazy things, and like so many Bigfoot stories, dude. It was insane how many Bigfoot stories are. But it
Yeah.
was about like World War II and time traveling and soldiers and like it was there was some really crazy stories that I thought were awesome. So
I bet you that's a hot YouTube channel now if you had done it
if
and
I
kept
would
it
have
up.
kept with it, yeah.
Yeah, probably like 1 million views. You'd probably be like doing these
It's like
shows out in the
everything, right?
Bahamas.
You start off with like bumpy
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
crap and you're
yeah,
embarrassed by it. But
yeah.
as you get like who knows what it would look like now. I might have a little fish in a bowl next to me called hecklefish. And
Oh, I hated that thing. That I couldn't watch that show because that
dude,
fish.
that guy's got over 3 million, like I think he's close to 3 million viewers. He was
Wow,
on
good for
Joe
him.
Rogan.
Good for him.
If he went on Joe Rogan, I'm sure he picked up 1 million more viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and he was on the Sean Ryan show. So those are big, big podcasts. And he was talking about all his knowledge that he's gained over the years on space, like UFOs and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So,
Okay, so that's so. What other business cards do you have then? You have four of
so,
them.
so
You said,
there,
right?
there's three.
Yeah.
And what would the other one be? Oh, when I did my YouTube channel at the very beginning, it was
Yeah.
called Pick and Treasure with Sherman.
Yeah.
And I had those. And what I did with those is I actually did two. I bought two business cards. So one was a business card, and the other one, what I did was I condensed it, like really jammed it in tight, but enough that you could read it. So there would be one business card, but it would mirror each other. So half of it would have been a condensed version. And what I would do is I would cut those in half and use them as price tags on my items.
Oh, that's kind of an interesting idea.
Right. So it would say,
Oh, that's it. Actually, I like that idea.
yeah,
That's
it was
a good
picking
one.
treasure with Sherman. And then it would say YouTube and all that. And then on the other side where it was white, I would put my price and describe the item. And I would, have like a hole punch a hole in it, and then tie it to the item. It was a lot of work, but at least it would advertise my show. They would take it home with them with the item, and it would also kind of advertise the store a little bit, right? Like,
I was thinking about something like that with price tags, but not for like for me, like this podcast, I don't even advertise it at the booth. Not that any reason I don't. It's not the same market for me.
yeah,
But what I was thinking about doing is you can get these bespoke ink pads fairly cheap, like 20 or $25 with your design on it. And I was thinking of getting one of those and putting on my price tags to put a logo in my booth and fancy up my price tags a little bit, at least on one side.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, I kind of copied this from someone who was using a whole business card, and they were doing that, and
yeah,
I just thought that was kind of a waste. Like, and the whole business card sometimes would be like half the size of the item, and it would take away from the item because there's this big business card.
Yeah. If I'm not going to put it on a ring. If I got the stamp, I'm not going to put it on the ring, right? It's like, yeah.
So what I ended up doing is doing like just shrinking it down and then cutting the business card in half. So
Yeah, no, I like the creativity there.
yeah,
Um, for me, the new business cards. Well, I ran out of the old ones, which is kind of weird because I'm surprised I gave out 100. But who knows? Maybe there's a little stack of them somewhere. But the new one has my new website on there, like carlbuys.com.
yeah,
And it also has a QR code on the back that takes you directly to the website, which thankfully works. I wasn't quite sure once I got the card in my hand would it still work, because if you shrink the QR code too much, it might not work, but it actually works. So I was happy with that. So I just keep them at the booth, and I like every weekend 2 or 3 disappear, or not disappear. People take them.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll probably start doing that again. I just took them out to put in the YouTube thing, and then I took the YouTube out because we stopped doing that live show.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I have to definitely put in cards to induce people, like to convince people to come to me if they want to sell stuff. So
Well, that's what. Yeah, and like I said before, this is how I want to source is people coming to me. I
yeah.
prefer it than running around. I actually bought my first thing at the booth this weekend, which was very awkward.
You what?
I bought something at the booth. Like I've done that with other booth owners. I bought stuff off of them.
Yeah.
But this was actually Joe Public coming, and I've had people say, "Oh, I want to sell you stuff,"
Yeah.
and I haven't bought it because it was not worth it. But I finally bought something. But this was very awkward. It was 2 kids. So I'm sitting there in my chair, and 2 kids come up, and they're like 10 and 8 or something like that, young. And the guy says, "Oh, I see you sell." The kid says, "Oh, I see you sell stuff," and he had a Oculus 2 VR system he wanted to sell.
For how much?
And I was like, "Crap! Like, I don't want to deal with kids. I know
Why?
their parents must be around somewhere, right?"
Just
So
give them a Playboy book and say, "Here's a Playboy book, and give me this."
well, I should have
Whatever.
done that. Anyways, I asked how
Yeah,
much,
man, yeah.
and they wanted $100. And I said, "Well," and it's like, what do I do? Like, I don't want to rip off the kids, but at the same time, this is electronics, which is horrible, right? And
Yeah.
who knows with kids, they could give you crap. So,
Well, if it's kids, I'm going to assume Charlie, which is 2 doors, like 2 rows over, and not the other end of the mall. That's probably they just probably grabbed it off the table and brought it to you.
that's Charlie's problem. And actually, you know what's funny? There is a Charlie two down from me.
I don't know, dude. I just
Yeah,
you know.
he's a great guy. He sells tools. So he's also like 80. So there's no way he's. Anywho, so I offered 80, and the kid was like, "How about?" I don't know how that. No, I said I offered 70, and they said, "Well, how about 90?" And I said, "Let's meet in the middle," and went 80, which is way too much. I gave them too much, but one of the controllers should be 40 or 60, assuming it works. Which I haven't even tested this damn thing.
Yeah,
because I don't want to know it doesn't work.
yeah.
So, but it was just funny. It's just like, I don't want to buy off kids. This is not the purpose. So, but anyways, so I'm still enjoying playing the creativity of this stuff, because like this is what I want to do eventually, is just buy stuff. But I bought a whole bunch of Smurfs I think it was on Sunday, and they're good ones, right? I don't think I talked about this, right? No, I didn't. So they're worth some of them are worth like $60, believe it or not, because they're very rare. But normally what I do is take these Smurfs and I paid up for them, right? Because they're good ones. And I would have put them on eBay, but now that market's gone. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Like, am I gonna keep buying stuff to put it online where I don't know what I'm doing online? It's really taken the enjoyment out of this stuff for me quite a lot. So it's depressing.
Yeah, no, I agree. We've had conversations off the air.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, this is the biggest hit, but I mean, with the international shipping coming up, it could be a game changer anyways. But we won't know this until October, and then you got to be accepted or asked to join or whatever the situation is. So anyway, um, I just think the last almost going on a year now was really was really I don't know stressful, but it just never ended. Like there was the
Ah,
postal strike. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
There was always something coming down
There
the
was
line.
always something, and you were
Yeah.
trying to juggle and adjust. For me, I'm also going to include the move because that took a lot of time away.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, that was self inflicted. That's not something that's just coming at me. It's and then it just seemed to never end, and it always came at the worst times. You know what I
Well, we
mean?
lost Q4 pretty well last year.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
for
that was
sure.
because of the postal strike, right?
Yeah.
There was a raise around it, but it was still pretty
It was
devastating.
costly, and
Yeah.
it definitely is going to affect sales. Like I still continued with UPS, and well, I just UPS,
Yeah.
but it was costly. Where it would
It was
cost me $10, it's now cost me 17, $18.
exactly. Yeah.
Um, and it probably prevented a lot of people from buying because they were uncertain what's going on too, right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
um,
They want to make sure they were going to get the stuff for Christmas, and they just hear postal strike. They don't know there's other ways that people could use, right? So
right. So, and it prevented me from listing. Like, I could have been listing a lot of those toy soldiers at that time, but because they cost me about $8 to ship and I was charging 10, I didn't want to get in a position where, okay, instead of making $2, it's now going to cost me 17, $18 to ship that same item through UPS.
yeah,
And now I'm on a loss of, let's say, $8. In total, I'm losing $10 because
yeah,
I'm not gaining that too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So to offset it, it's now costing me so I stopped listing those things, and they could have been that's a lot of money over what was it, 3 months, 2.5 months. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Um, Not only that, but now you have to go in and it's costing you time because you got to adjust all the shipping to put UPS, and it was just craziness. And then it just seemed like there was always something coming up. So
and there
uh
was a weekend or two where like Canada Post went down when they did an update. That was
yeah, yeah,
got fixed, but that was very upsetting for a while. Yeah,
yeah.
there's
It
all
just seemed like there was always something happening
yeah more than
that
normal, more
that
than
you
normal.
you
Yeah,
could pivot from,
yeah,
but it was costing money,
and
right?
just things to worry about too, because there's like even before the de minimis thing, there was all the tariff thing and like is Canada Post going to charge tariffs? And like it turned out, and then it was back
Well,
and forth, right? Every
I
week something
I
would
remember
change.
talking about that. That didn't affect me. I kept going through, but it was still something on the back of your mind for sure.
Oh yeah, he would
I
change.
just kept
Yeah,
pushing through as long as I was going through Canada Post. I didn't care.
yeah, it was
But
fine.
now
No,
it's changed, right?
now it's changed. Yeah,
Right. So
and there's still so much disinformation out there. It's crazy. Like, I was talking
well,
to a good friend of mine this weekend, and actually talked to him on the phone on Monday because he was saying he sells a lot of um, older antique and U.S. made stuff, and he was calling eBay, and eBay said, "Don't worry about the tariffs, blah blah blah." And it's like, well, it's kind of mixed news, right? Until this week, and even now, it's still not been that long, really, since all the changes occurred. So I haven't tried using Zonos or any. I haven't shipped anything to the United States.
I'm not shipping anything to the US until international shipping comes in, and then I'll let eBay deal with. And I'm hoping, like I don't know, a lot of the stuff I sell is probably, there's listings on throughout the world. You know what I mean? But there's some things here that I list that are kind of unique, and you know, like old car parts, or like there's I don't know, I can't even really think right offhand. Like if you look at toy soldiers, I'm way under the market. Everything is brand new,
Hmm.
And most of the pre-owned stuff, like if you go in there, all the pre-owned stuff is pretty much mine.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And you go into solds, most of it's mine. So I'm way under the market. Like if you want to buy something new, like I was looking at this little toy soldier, it was a Britain, and it's brand new, and they were charging like I think it come out to it was pounds, but it came out to like $100 Canadian.
Mm.
And mine was $49.95, half
But
price.
you're not shipping to UK, right?
No, but that was the only place you could buy that toy soldier was in the UK.
Yeah.
It wasn't on .com. It wasn't on .ca. The only competition for that one listing was in the UK.
Yeah. That's what my point being. I was thinking maybe you should open up UK to your shipping.
Well, why would I? When there's international shipping, it'll be open to everything
Yeah, in a month.
in a month. Well,
In a month and a bit. Who knows
2 weeks.
when in October? Well, it won't be October 1st.
It's October 1st. I talked to them.
Oh, really? Oh, the news here. Wow. Thanks, Scott. October 1st, everyone can go to Scott and say, hey,
April
thanks
1st.
for link.
April
What?
1st.
Oh, April 1st. Oh, yeah.
I don't know,
If
dude.
anything, I
It's
know when
October.
people
I'm
say,
going to say it's a month away, right? It's a couple
well,
of weeks.
yeah, you can be. I'm always like, I mean, they really mean October 31st.
Well, that'll be fine too, because October is my busiest month at the booth,
It
so I
is.
won't have time to
Yeah.
list. So. No,
Uh-huh.
actually, what my plan is right now is just to keep listing. I've been very busy. I'm going to do a big revamping in September on the booth. Actually, Monday. Basically, I have a small booth and a large booth upstairs, plus another booth downstairs. But the two upstairs, I'm taking out that wall that divides them, and I'm making one big booth out of it. So I'm going to go in Monday and take down that wall.
You'll get all that space back, which is really nice because the wall takes up, good foot or
Well, it
two,
just
right?
divides the flow, right? I want to
Yeah.
kind of have it one flow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make it the best booth. Like, I'm going to make it like, okay, let's put it this way. I sell a lot of my better stuff on eBay. There's a lot of stuff that just kind of sits here because I don't got to get to it because it's eBay, right? So I'm just hoarding it until I get to it to put it on eBay. Well, these toy soldiers are going to take me months just to go through them. And that's all I'm listing right now to get these toy soldiers up. So what this is going to do is going to have me put really good stuff into the booth. And I'll just clarify right now too. The reason I'm thinking this, the booth has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
August and the first couple of days in September is unbelievable. And I'm talking $350, $150, $200 sales, $145 sales. Like no problem. So good stuff is selling, and it's doing very well. So I'm like, well, I'm going to do this with the booth. I've been watching a guy called Toy Federation. I told you to watch. I don't know if you did.
I couldn't remember the name and I forgot that. I'm going to do it right now.
So a lot of what I'm going to do, I have a huge collection of die casts that I just bought recently. A huge collection of train stuff. The $350 item was a train. I've been selling the higher end trains for good money out of the booth. So I got lots of train stuff. I might even have. It's really hard to say. It doesn't matter. I was going to say I might have as much train stuff as I do toy soldiers, but that's not going to be true because I sold a lot of toy soldiers already. So that's not even true. However, like I've got model homes and dude, I wait till I'm going to do videos of this booth and the stuff I'm bringing in. I have this train. It's called a turntable.
Okay.
And the train goes on it, and then it turns, and then it lines up with a different track, and then it goes a different direction. The train can continue.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, and then I have the house, the building that all these trains can go into.
Yeah.
So it can, and so all the locomotives I think can just back into it. Then you can pull out whatever one you want, and I think there's like at least 10 spaces for these trains to go in. I don't know if it's something where they were repaired or if they get stored there. Like, I don't know what kind of part of real life it's imitating, but that turntable goes for $400 brand new. So I'm going to sell that probably for $150.
Yeah.
And then I got the building that it sits in front of, and all when it turns, these got multiple tracks, and they line up with the tracks where they can go into this building. So I'm thinking that's got to be at least $100 building. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I just have so many trains, and it's good stuff like Roco and Frischmann, but they're German trains, right? Like they're higher end trains. So anyway, so this booth is going to be phenomenal. It's going to have horror section, because I have a lot of like action figures and horror and all that kind of stuff. I got the DVDs, VHS. I'm just going to hammer this thing hard with great pulp culture stuff. And I was kind of influenced by watching Toy Federation.
Okay.
Right? Like, I don't have his quality of stuff. I don't have like, because he gets stuff to him all the time, but he'll have like G.I. Joe in the box from 1970s and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's got, his stuff is crazy. I just don't get that much inventory. I might have that once in a while, but it sells quick too, right?
Yeah, he's probably just looking for that stuff over and over again, which is why.
Well, people are bringing it to him.
And there's that too. Yeah.
Like he can't keep up with all the stuff that they're bringing. Like his back room's fuller than his floor space out front that he sells. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have lots of comics, so I'm going to get them out, records. It's just going through the inventory through the move. I'm like seeing all this stuff that, you know what? I'm just going to push it out there. I'm going to do my good stuff. Like,
why not? It's not
right?
like you can't bring it home if it doesn't work out.
Yeah. And ask good prices. I might not need eBay prices, but some things get eBay prices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't want things to sit there for a long time, because there's things that sit for a long time on eBay and then somebody buys them because that right buyer comes along. You can afford that. But when you're paying for that space, it's a little bit more of a struggle. So, it's not everything's going to go to the booth. Like, but all the stuff that I think is very likely to sell is going to go to the booth.
Which is so hard. Like, everyone I talked to who has a booth, they said one of the main things is trying to figure out what sells there. And I know I've mentioned this 1,000 times, but.
Well, I don't know if you ever really figure it out, because there's things that sell, and I'm like, why did I put this in the booth? Because it's never going to sell. And then it sells. And sometimes it sells very quickly. Is it because psychologically I'm thinking it's not going to sell, so I put a lower price? There could be a lot of reasons for that.
Half the time when something sells, it won't sell because I actually moved it temporarily because I needed to move shelf space, and then someone comes along and buys it. I kid you not.
Just moving it 100%.
That's almost better than lowering the price. It's just moving it.
And
it's so weird.
Yeah. And, so that's where I'm going to go with this. Like, I have, like, it's going to look really good at the beginning, but then eventually things are going to move. And I don't know if I can bring in stuff quick enough to replace it. But right now I have tons of inventory. So, dude, I mean, I have a huge, did you see my collection of not my collection, but the collection I bought of the die-cast cars and all that?
Yes. Okay. In boxes.
I think I put a lot of that on, I put on Instagram. But I also had stuff that I'm bringing out of the storage units. Tons. Like, I bought a whole Tonka collection from a guy, and I'm just getting it out now. Like, it just sat in the storage unit for 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got it, boom, right into the storage unit. And then I'm like, oh man, I should have these Tonkas out, right? So we're sitting there pricing them in the parking lot. Oh, Tonkas. And the guy comes over, right? So, like, in the parking lot.
People love fresh inventory.
Fresh inventory.
Like, I almost don't like pricing stuff in the booth because people will come and say, how much for this and this? It's like stuff I'm trying to price.
Yeah.
It's like, get away from me, right? A little bit, because it's like, I'm not. Anyways, it's fresh inventory is great.
And then I went to a yard sale, and I'm like, and now that my mind is turned to that, I'm looking at these vintage posters, like they're 1970s Darth Vader on this old poster.
Yeah.
There's an old post. I got like 5 Samantha Fox posters.
I
You
still
know,
haven't found a way to just to sell posters. Like,
so here's what I'm going to do. I've ordered these bags now. They're more industrial, but they're clear plastic poly bags.
yeah,
And I'm trying to find poster sleeve backboards.
yeah,
Like I don't want to pay more than $1 a piece because these Samantha Fox are probably going to sell, but I'm not going to get more than $15 a poster. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I paid less than $1 for them. You know what I mean? I think I got like 12 for $10. So whatever that, like less than $1 a piece. But they're not just Samantha Fox. I got 12 posters. But anyway, what I'm going to do is, and then I'll just clip them on the corners like with a paper clip
Yes.
to on the cardboard, put them in that sleeve, and then I'll just make it nice and tight and tape the back, right? So that the plastic is nice and tight on the front. It's not like loose and
Oh, I
wrinkly.
see what you mean. Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
nice and tight, and then they can just flip through them like comics. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I'll have them in some sort of contraption where they sit upright, and you can flip through them and see your
That's
posters.
a good idea. Like, you can
Yeah.
get the poster board cheap enough at dollar store or something. Would you?
Well,
And
to
because I
find
would
them
be,
that size, like these are big, right? Like these are like I don't know, 20 by 35 inches. Like these are big posters. But I have like Helix, like rock posters. I got
they
one
had
of
some pretty good. They had some pretty big cardboard at the poster board at least the dollar stores around here. So you might.
well,
It's worth
I'll look
checking.
at
Let
them
me
if
put
they
it that
can.
way.
That'd be great. As long as I'm not paying like I don't want to get into $1 a board, but I mean that's the most I'll pay for it.
If I was gonna sell like the poster, I'd probably say you're getting the poster, you're not getting the plastic and the backboard because like
Um that's
it just depends how much
if
it
I
costs.
was running my own booth, yeah. But that's
Yeah.
a lot to ask for,
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So but if I'm paying $1 a piece and I get my posters, honestly, I get my posters for at least $1 or less, right? And if I get
Hmm.
something bigger, then usually it's like I remember I got a Bruce Lee one. I think I paid like $10 for it, but it came in with a back,
Makes a
like
big
a
difference.
cardboard back,
Yeah,
and in a poly bag, similar setup, right? So it already came like that. So I just sat straight in my booth. I put that one on video like a long time ago. So I don't
yeah.
know.
What's your Instagram again? You should be talking like you do videos quite
stuff
regularly.
stuff Scott sells. I haven't done anything in the last couple of weeks because we
No,
got
but
sprayed with a skunk, and I had to come home and find Tucker the one day, and then this weekend I just pretty much everything I bought went right to the booth because I
yeah,
just didn't want to take another truck twice. You know what I mean? I
no,
just
but
went
it's
there.
not dead. It's your Instagram definitely isn't dead. So it's you do put out
Yeah,
stuff. It's worth looking at if people care about seeing what we're talking about.
and I
That
have a
kind
lot
of
of
thing.
video game consoles and stuff like that, which I'm gonna get probably as much or more. Like I think they're gonna they they're because there's a lot out there, first of all, and because of the situation with the de minimis, I don't know how well they're going to actually sell on eBay right now. But they sell okay out of the booth. They sit for a little bit, but it'll be a good addition to my style of booth. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Retro,
Um,
vintage, uh, comics. 80s
Action
figures. Yeah,
figures.
yeah. It's the same genre, age group.
Yeah. Dude, I had a guy who's probably in his 60s, 65 ish is my guess. Come in and he bought die cast cart like trucks. Um, 4, 5, 6, 7. He bought like 7 at least. But he buys in my booth often. But he just come in and bought 7 for like, oh my god, it had to have been $200.
Yeah,
Um, it just I don't know. It's not just young people, is what I'm getting at. Like it's our age group. It's older. It's younger.
yeah.
But
At my market, it's everyone 15 to 80, 90.
like I mean, you're not
Like
going to get a
honestly,
65-year-old coming to buy Pokemon cards.
generally not. No,
No,
unless it's a
but
reseller like
they'll
us.
buy the die cast as much as anyone else, if
Oh,
not more.
diecast is big. Yeah,
But you also have the Pokemon cards. You'll have, you know, I got all sorts of trading cards. I got tons, which probably aren't going to do well, but I got 2 boxes full of Harley Davidson. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
but they go all the way back. Like they're, dude, I got so many of those. It was ridiculous. Anyway, nobody wanted them. No vendors wanted them. So the guy came to me and I give him $40, $20 a box. And they're just filled with like in their boxes of Harley Davidson cars.
Harley Davidson, yeah, I think that's kind of gone. The interest in that's gone down a little bit, but
Well, it for sure has, but I think it's gone down
it's not
because
gone.
of the population shift,
Yeah.
right? I was watching a show, I think it was yesterday or something. They were talking about skateboarders and how, I don't know, in America there's like 1 point something million skateboarders, but their average age is like 35.
Yeah.
So in 10, 15 years from now, skateboarding might not even be a thing.
All I see is those little electric scooters running around at full speed
Oh, well, those are a
around
different
here.
thing. Yeah. That's because nobody can afford cars,
I know.
and the gas and the insurance. So they go to the scooter. But anyway, so kind of digressing there. But so I'm really looking forward anyways, that booth situation.
Yeah, it sounds like it's sparking your creative mindset on how you're
Yeah,
going to sell that.
it's just gonna be different, right? Like I mean the booth served a purpose for the most part. Like always put good stuff in there, but it was usually bigger, different things. Um but now I'm gonna kind of pivot a little bit and put some of my more stuff that maybe I would put on online. I'm gonna now put in the booth too, right? So
You know what? You know what I have noticed actually, and I've talked to a few people who have brought this up independently, is that Facebook Marketplace has so many more listings now.
yeah,
And
so that'll be
I,
bigger competition, right? So
yeah, I think a lot of people who were selling on eBay on the and you didn't know have
yeah.
switched to Facebook. So there might actually be buying deals on Facebook right now, as people realize they're not going to get to be able to sell their stuff anymore. And if you're willing to wait, which I kind of am, then it's okay. But I haven't quite decided.
Yeah, I think my strategy is going to pivot more. Well, I'm always going to do yard sales. I love yard sales, and I think it leads into what I'm about to say. But and so does Facebook Marketplace. Don't get me wrong, but I always find it a little bit pricey now. It's gone from I want to get rid of this stuff to the people that I'm trying to sell and avoid eBay commissions. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
But what I like to do and where I have my most by far success is going to estates, like getting invited into someone's home because they just want to get rid of a bunch of stuff for whatever reason. Um, Downsizing, someone passed away, just tired of their collection being in the way, all that stuff. It's that's where I'm that's where I that's where I make the money. That's where I get my best deals and I
Yeah.
find I can fill my truck up one or two times. Like this train stuff I'm talking about, I already have train stuff. Um sorry, had train stuff, but I loaded my truck up twice and it was packed both times. And I just took it right to the storage unit, right? Because we were in the process of knowing we were going to move at that time, and this opportunity came up, and it just went right there, right beside the Tonka stuff. You know what I mean? It was just, you know, I mean, so I filled up. By the way, I filled up 3 storage units, and 2 of them are empty. As of Saturday, my second one is now empty,
Oh, good for
and
you.
I probably got about, let's say, half. In all fairness, I took some furniture out, put it in the booth. I took some bigger pieces out, was able to deal with them, and I took some of the stuff that was in the one unit and just put it in the other one. So, but it's at least half full. It's it was a little bit different setup. Like it wasn't tight, uh, just row upon row of shelves with stuff.
Yeah.
But so I would say if you were to pack it tight and push it all together, it'd be about half full. That's a 10 by 30.
Yeah.
So, so hopefully by the end of the month, I'll have that one empty too. I mean, the house is It's packed nicely, but it's packed. It's full.
Yeah.
But at least I'm not paying for it.
Yeah. No. No.
Any picks this weekend, Carl? Did you go out yard sailing at all?
No, there's no I don't need stuff. I need places to sell it.
Yeah, but it's still fun to go out.
No.
I went out.
So, you're just talking about private picks. That's where all my energy is going into that.
Yeah.
I did have people come and ask me, like I said, on the weekend for their sister or something like that. The only time I never give out my number because I never answer my phone.
Yeah.
But they said this person was old enough that they don't have internet. They only have a phone. So I gave them my phone number, but I don't really want them to call because I don't think it's a good lead, but it's all good.
You never know.
So, until I figure out what's going on, I'm not really desperate for inventory. I did go to Value Village and I picked up a couple things for the booth. One thing I'm doing now is, when I'm at the booth, I write down what I sell, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm just doing a total of everything I put in the booth as well every weekend because I want to make sure if I want to sell $400 of stuff, I should be bringing in at least that amount every week, right? Because you can't sell what you don't have. And it's very easy for me to sit at my booth and never bring anything new, right? So I'm trying to be better at doing that. So that was the other thing I wanted to add. But yeah, tell us about your garage sales.
Well, first of all, I did say it would be the best booth. Well, I'm not saying it'll be the best booth out of the whole store. It'll be like my best booth ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it'll be fun.
it'll be fun. The only thing I wished I didn't do, and I regret it all this day, is I don't know. Do you remember that alien I had? It was about 3.5 feet, maybe 4 feet alien, but it laid flat. It was like really old and beat up, and it looked realistic. I don't know what an alien really looks like, but it looked lively.
Yeah, I have a slight memory of it.
I wished I didn't sell that. I wished
Yeah.
every day I didn't sell that, and I could just use that as like kind of an attraction to the booth.
I need one of those. I need an attention getter right now for my booth.
So, dude, I'm going berserk. I'm going nuts. You're gonna say, Scott, what the hell's going on? You gotta settle down. That's what you're gonna say. So, what I want to do, October's the best month. What I want to do is make it very Halloween. So, all those old dolls.
Yeah.
So I want to set those up into like maybe one holding a knife with blood on it, and like freak them all out. But these dolls are pretty much scary as they are. Like they're old composite dolls from like the 20s and 30s, and they've been in attics, and one's got its head missing and different.
The haunted doll theme. Yeah.
I want to do a haunted doll theme, and I got some. I don't know if you remember, but a few years ago, I got those special effects. They come in the plastic things. I paid $2 for a whole box of hundreds of these special effects things.
Was it like for like a magician stuff? Was that it?
No. So
yeah.
Say you were doing like a homemade movie, or you're going to Halloween or whatever.
Oh yeah. You know what? I do remember. That's a long time ago now.
Well, I still got tons of them because they were not selling at all.
Yeah.
However, I could use real glue and put them on these dolls, throw a little bit of paint or makeup or something, and really make these dolls like a bolt coming out of their head, or glass, or a cut. You know what I mean? So I'm going to make these dolls look crazy. I tried it once, and what I did was I just had the doll's head, but it was all chewed up by a rat or something. Well, I created this black box with nails and it looked like a cage.
Yeah.
And I bloodied up the head a little bit, and I put it in there, and I put $40 on it, and somebody bought it. Do you remember that thing?
At the flea market, someone's booth, that's all it is that stuff.
They make them themselves.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still there, but they definitely had a double booth doing it. So,
well, I think it works best at Halloween. Like I got this one where it's I'm gonna have this cable, not a cable, like a metal bar. And it'll come up, and I got these bases, and I'm gonna have the doll kind of like, it'll kind of hang out about 2 feet from the base, so it looks like it's floating in air.
Yeah.
Or jumping at you. and it's gonna have like knives come out like this, and it's
Oh,
got this
geez.
old dress on, like it's an old composite doll. Its eyes move, all this stuff. I other ones with the eyes out of it, and but like these things look creepy as it is, so this will be perfect. Anyway, that's like I said, you're gonna say I lost it, and maybe I did, but
Hey, if this distracts you from what's going on, this is good.
well, I've always wanted to do it, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it, right?
Yeah,
And I
why
just
not?
think it's gonna fit the booth. It'll fit the new booth so well.
Yeah.
I'll have like, maybe I don't know. Toy Federation has just made this craziness come out of me, right? So like I'd like to make a real live Beetlejuice and Mike Myers, put the mask on. I'm not going to sell them. They're just going to be attractions that I'll set in the booth, and it'll be like, a 6 foot, uh, like a what do you call a mannequin? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I'll put like I can put a garage, like a one piece suit that they would wear in a mechanic's garage.
Yeah.
Um, and I'll just put the mask on and put like a fake knife in his hand.
It doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much, right? So
It like if you
most
have
of
those.
it's clothing, so you can stuff it. You can even have like I was thinking about doing a Beetlejuice. If I can get the mask or make one, I get these old tricycles
Yeah.
for nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, like
Yeah.
we threw one away when we left because we had no room for it.
Yeah.
An old tricycle. Well, I could do the guy from Saw.
Yeah.
You know, I could have done the guy from Saw. I could have put the guy from Saw, that little guy that comes wheeling out in that
Yeah. Yeah.
tricycle.
I've never seen the movie, but I think I've seen
Oh,
the trailer for
dude,
that. Yeah.
I forget his name, but anyway, I could have made one. That would have been the perfect bike. Like it was exactly that bike, and we
Yeah.
threw it away. Like
And now you want it back.
now I want it back. I said,
And
"So
I
what are you
hate
doing
that.
on bikes?" He
I
goes, "We
can't
threw it away."
stand
And I'm
when they
like,
do that. I want it
so
back. Yeah.
so the booth is going to be awesome. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
And I'm going to have things hanging from the ceiling, and it's
Yeah.
going to be
You're gonna
great.
you're gonna have to pencil in time to do that because that's a lot of time. You
Ah,
don't want to you
I'll
want
do
it
it today.
in
I'll
well
have it done by
before.
the end of the day.
Yeah, you want it and you want that stuff in well before Halloween. You don't want to get it out
Dude,
just
I
for
think it
Halloween.
sells all year round, to be
Yeah,
honest with you. But you're
Halloween
right.
is one of
I'd like
a
to try to
bolo.
get it for Halloween, but
Yeah, Halloween's always been a big bolo.
yeah. We have friends that uh every Halloween they do a big thing. I say friends, but they're older friends. We haven't talked to them for probably pre-COVID, but we used to play poker every now and then and stuff together. So, but they used to create these things like these creatures or skeletons or different, but they would have robotics with them.
Oh my god.
And they would send them out every Halloween, and they would do this big thing, right, with lights and sounds and like creatures kind of turning their head or lifting out of a coffin and different things, right? So, I mean, that would be kind of cool too. The booth's going to be like two booths, right, into one, so I'll have a little bit of room.
Even if you get half of this done, it'll be really good.
Yeah, and I'm going to hang it from the ceiling and everything, right? So, but I need more space. I want all the booths.
Just take over all the booths. Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think
Have some fun.
I'm gonna have some fun with it too, right? So
Yeah.
and October is probably my favorite month of the year, just all around weather, just everything.
I like the cool like me too. Fall is
Right.
one of my favorite because it's cool but not cold.
And the leaves change colors.
Yeah.
I don't like all the leaves on the lawn because that's a pain in the ass. But outside of that, like
Yeah.
it's a good time of year. But it's cool. You can just throw a sweater on. It just feels Canadian. It feels nice. But anyway, so those are a little bit of ambition.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
ask you again how it's going though. So now you're committed on the podcast. I don't want to
well, I
hear
mean,
I ran out of time and didn't do it because it's sparking joy in you. I want you to get that out.
well, I mean, I'll tell you what sparks joy in me: money.
Well, I also enjoy money.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I have other ideas and stuff like this too. Like I like to make little nativity scenes and kind of make, dude, I'm going crazy here now with all my ideas. But you know how I have all those toy soldiers?
What? You had toy soldiers?
Yeah, so there's a lot that were in the loose in the box, or there was
Yeah.
a few that had damaged. They
Yeah.
were in the box, but they were still damaged or something. I was thinking about doing, because those are the ones I sell out of the booth, and they sell
Mhm.
pretty well. The Vikings are slower, but all the other ones, Civil War and stuff, they do very well. I was thinking about like doing like a nativity setup and sell them. So they'll have their price tags, but they'll be sitting in action. Like, you know what I mean? So
Nat-
so if they're Indians, I could build like a longhouse or
Okay.
whatever, a teepee, a little setup, and I would put
Yeah.
all these Indians around there. If they're Vikings, I could do something Viking style and have them maybe like because I got train stuff with all this fake grass and all this kind of stuff. I could set up a whole nativity scene in the woods, and they could be like
Oh,
fighting. And then
Scott, you're totally in play mode right now. You're like,
what else is there, dude? You know, but you know what I mean? Listen, I'm not going to go make a huge giant train track and sell my train. Well,
I
hey,
want to
that's
do
an
that.
idea. I can do a train all the way
I
around the booth.
honestly, that's my dream is to do that.
And to get into my
It's
booth, you
so
have,
it's
there's a the train stops, the lift bridge, then you go through,
it's
and then the
so
door.
impractical. Like you take up so much inventory space for nothing. But part of me wants a little have like one of the little N gauge I think they're called, the really small
Yeah,
ones,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and just have it like go around my booth. Like they have one in Ottawa. They have a grocery store called Farm Boy, and it's at Train Yards.
yeah.
And at the Train Yards location, they have a train that goes around the top of the store. It's the best thing ever.
I saw on YouTube one guy had to go around his fence in his backyard.
Yeah, yeah. I get the appeal.
Yeah,
I get the appeal. But there's a balance. Like I joined one of those Facebook groups where they display everyone's booths, and it's a big group too. So basically, it's like they say what they sold in the booth that day, and they also show their booths, right?
yeah.
And there's definitely a balance between something that's cool looking and actually selling shit. Because some of those booths I see and they look beautiful, but they have like 10 items in there. It's like, I don't know how they make their rent.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, mine's about packing it tight and
Yes,
selling the stuff.
but you want cool stuff.
So my thoughts are, I'm already selling the stuff, so the clientele's there.
Yeah.
But I like to make it fun, so they like to come back, and it would be fun for them.
What you don't want is people not bothering to even look because Scott never changes his stuff.
Oh well, this will be a huge change,
Yeah, exactly.
right? I mean, where else are you going to see a Mike Myers standing there ready to kill you with a knife, or Beetlejuice, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you could easily buy a Beetlejuice costume for like under $50, right? So it's nothing to put that there, but it would be something that people would like to come in. It would just be something for them to see in an attraction, right? So
Yeah.
So
That
anyway,
sounds good. It sounds really good.
and it's nothing to like stuff a couple pillows, or you could stuff the clothing full of anything really.
It's an excuse to be a kid again, man.
And it could be a mannequin. Like I can go buy mannequins. Like mannequins are, I mean, when you find them, they're cheap, but they're not everywhere. But I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a store trying to clear something else because of the tariffs. They have to shut down and sell their mannequins for nothing. So.
Someone is selling like bookcases for $10 for, 7-foot bookcase. I couldn't believe it. And they hold a whole bunch. I don't know what happened, but it's just funny. Once in a while you see amazing deals out there. It's like, well, it's inconvenient for me right now, but a month ago it would have been really good.
The other thing is, this could be so successful that I just run out of inventory because everybody buys everything.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be really good.
But nobody does this. People just put stuff on the shelves. Been doing that for years. Like to actually have something where people can come in and it's an attraction, and it's a little bit of eye candy. You know what I mean?
A little bit is fine.
Yeah.
It's
Well, a lot of it could be good too, Carl. Like, why limit yourself?
I guess. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm barely breaking even. So what should I?
Well, I'll let you know how this goes. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to build all these stupid things.
Yeah.
Like make them. I mean, the dolls will be for sale because I can come across composite dolls fairly often. So those will be for sale. The bigger the bigger ones will not be, but people want to buy them, right? That's the thing. They're going to want to buy these things. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's probably going to be the problem. But anyway, there it
No,
is.
that's cool. That's good. Thanks for sharing all that. That's fun.
Yeah, anytime, Carl. Anytime.
That's why we're here recording
All
every
right.
week.
Good show. Talk to you later. Bye. But
Oh,
anyway, yeah. So I got some kind of ideas, and we'll see how it goes. But I was really happy to see how things were selling this week. Like
yeah.
not this like this month, last month, and so far this month, September. So,
I mean, just buying stuff to make myself feel better for the booth, right? I got plastic bags like you did. I can put my books in there. So I think I talked about this last time, but I wasn't sure, or I asked you offline, I can't remember, but how to price books. Because I have these D&D books, and they're in great condition. So I don't want to put a sticker on there, even if they come off easily. I don't want to like risk it.
put them on plastic sleeve. Put them in a magazine sleeve.
So I bought plastic sleeves.
Yeah.
That's exact. You're the only one who said that, though. Everyone else.
I already said that. Okay. Yeah.
No, you're the only one who has said that to me.
Oh. Okay.
Other people have good ideas. Don't get me wrong. They said either put bookmarks in it, but I don't like bookmarks because they're going to fall out.
And they can price switch and all that stuff.
And they can definitely price switch because one of these books could be worth 30 and the other one could be worth 100. So, and they look the same. And sometimes people sell stuff for me when I'm not in my booth. Not very often. When I walk away, we do that for each other.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure nothing happens like that. Or they said put a little pencil mark in, but I don't want to do that.
I do the pencil mark right
if
now,
it's cheap. If it's a cheap book, I don't care.
Right.
And also like, what was the other one? Or sticker, but I'm scared it's going to rip off even if it won't. So yeah, I went to Amazon because unfortunately in Canada without free shipping, you can't buy off eBay for this stuff. I find because
I want to go with the sleeve more than anything, like the plastic sleeve, because a lot of the books I have are old, right? So there's delicateness to them.
Yeah.
And I don't want them handled and opened and roughed up to the point where it causes damage. That's more of my concern is the damage.
And plastic sleeves are cheap. Like I think my average is like 6 cents or 10 cents. It's something like that.
Yeah, I think you can buy like 100 for $30 or something.
Yeah. So it's not a huge expense.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of those coming in a couple sizes, and then what else did I buy? Oh, I just like, I have my rings. So I bought you know how cheap those little stickers are for pricing for jewelry? It's like insanely cheap. It's like 2 cents a price tag or even less. So I got a bunch of those because I put little tags in and it looks horrible. So learning as I go. So
okay. What is it called? Like a jewelry?
They're just little stickers that fold around on themselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're nothing special. You see them all the time.
Yep.
It's just that I didn't have any.
And they stick.
And they're small and perfect for this stuff. So
okay.
So yeah, just a kind of, and I'm still like rearranging my booth. I had my buddy Simon, and he was talking to me about like rearranging my booth because I'm trying different things in the middle. The middle's awkward, for the booth, and trying to. Right now, I have this weird thing where I have like these bookcases all around it and tables on top with a big wasted space in the middle. But he was saying I should do these bookcases anyway, so I'm still figuring out all that stuff. But it's all good. I swear the market's busier though. They're with the funniest complaint that someone complained that the market's too busy now.
Really?
Yeah.
And listen,
how hilarious is that though?
Yeah, that's crazy.
There are people who complain about anything. I swear. Yeah.
Our numbers were really good. Like the store. Like I can sit here and say like I had a great, but everyone I talk to, but I also know a lot of times what they've done for the day and stuff, and it's doing very well. Just the store in general too, right? So
that's good.
Yeah.
In
like
case,
sometimes it'll do good and I'll have a bad day, or sometimes I'll have a good day and it's done bad. Like, but for the most part, it is right in line with what I'm seeing too. So, like overall.
Yeah, and in this case, I think it's concerted effort in social media. which has made a big difference. Because the thing with social media or any advertising is very invisible, the effect it has. It's hard to tell how many people were brought in by this or reminded about this, but I think it's more than people realize. Because I have noticed an effect, but I've only been there a year, so it's hard for me to tell what's cyclical for the time of year and
Well,
what
what
is.
is selling? What are they coming and buying? Do you know?
No, I don't know because there's no records. I just have to look at what people are carrying when they walk out.
Well, okay, who's complaining that it's too busy? What
I
do
don't
they
even know
sell?
who, just idiots.
Oh,
There's some booth owners who are always angry, no matter
yeah,
what. I dismiss that person, like you said that. I don't even think anything of it. It's like, yeah, whatever.
yeah.
I'd rather if you don't want people in your booth, you can send them to me.
Why have
Yeah,
a booth?
I
Right?
know.
Go to Tim Hortons and sit there and talk to people. You
No,
know, like if
I
you're
think
there for chatting only,
yes, there are
right?
some people like that for
Yeah.
sure.
So if you don't want to sell stuff, then you know,
It's a lot
do
cheaper
something.
just to get a chair and sit outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
I got a Commodore 64.
Oh, I grew up on that.
Yeah. So that'll go good in the new booth.
How are you
Commodore
displaying that?
64. What's that?
How are you displaying that? Because like, do you have set it up to a TV or is it just sitting on in its box somewhere?
Well, I'm not going to test it. I'll just honestly, it's still in the truck, so I have to bring it in. But I'll plug it in, and if it powers on, I'll just put powers on, untested, right? Um, there's a lot of computer guys that will fix that kind of stuff up. It'll be so I think they go for about 100 $150 for the keyboard part of it, and then it comes with the floppy disk drive, and it comes with a power supply and a manual. So probably put 130 on it, 135 type thing, 125, and I'll just sell them all together. And I'll just put them in it. I'll lock them up, and I'll just put Commodore 64. Like it'll be all there, and I'll just put it in a cabinet. Right.
You're gonna lock it up. You worried about the manual walking away or something?
No, I think I'll lock it up. I just don't want people playing with it, damaging it, that kind of stuff. But
Okay.
we don't. Honestly, dude, I haven't seen a lot of problems in the last. I'm gonna say at least since spring. Like I haven't. It might have been all year. We used to have a lot of like you could find tags and different things, but they kicked a couple of groups out, trespassed them, and there hasn't been. I haven't seen the problems, and I think that they were the problems.
Knock on wood. I haven't noticed anything disappear, and I take photos of my booth almost every week.
Yeah,
Not for theft, just to kind of like think about things when I'm not there, and I like to visualize it. And there hasn't been anything I've gone like, what happened to this thing? That hasn't happened yet. Now, if someone was going to steal a DVD or CD or record,
yeah,
yeah, there's no way I would notice. There's no way.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't think we have that kind of problem. I don't know, dude. Like, I bought for a couple of bucks a little Tamagotchi,
yeah,
but it was like a $20 one. It was a. I'm not gonna look it up for $2. I'm just gonna buy it. So I put it in the booth for 12.95, and I set it there, and I'm like, somebody could put this in their pocket, and it's just gone. You know what I mean? But
I have a lot of stuff like
I'm
that. They can just
I'm
put it
not
in
gonna
my
lock
pocket.
it up, right?
No.
Somebody bought it. They bought it like within a couple of days of putting it out there.
If you put one out for $12, I would buy it. If you
Well,
hadn't
I
looked it
looked
up,
it up, and there are so many of them out there, and they're worth like $20.
okay, then you're fine because they can be worth 80, 100, 120
No,
bucks.
that's what I'm saying. I looked it up and it wasn't
Yeah,
worth
okay,
much,
I
but I'm not
misunderstood.
going to look it up at the yard sale for $2.
Oh no, for $2. No, no, I'm putting that in my pocket.
But it was like a $20 one online, and there was lots of them, so it's
Yeah,
not worth putting online because there's too much competition, and it's only $20.
yeah.
And so I thought, okay, I'll 12.95, make a couple bucks off it, and it sold very quickly. Um, Probably could have put 15 on it, maybe even I could have maybe even put 20. But anyway, but it was one of the cheaper ones, and I double triple check, and
Yeah,
like
okay.
I made sure, because it's not something I'm familiar with a whole lot. I know they're out there, so anyway, what was I gonna say? So anyways, they didn't steal it. I put like bottle openers and stuff. I sell them all the time, right? So people are buying them, and I really, I don't know. There was one time where I went there and there was like empty packages, like 3 empty packages, but that was easily 6 months ago. That could be a year ago. But I haven't seen
And you
those
never know.
problems.
Sometimes people take things out of the packages. Like I have a record sleeve with no record in it. But probably what happens, they took the record out, checked it, they didn't want it, and they couldn't figure out how to get it back in the bag. Because sometimes it's a little hard to get the records back in the bag.
Yeah, but I never did find the
You
bottle
never
openers.
found the thing? No.
So,
Hmm.
but I understand what you're saying for sure. That happens all the time. I used to hate leaving Pokemon cards out because they'll go through the packages, pick the cards that they want, and then just leave a mess. And I just like, so I would lock them up, and then it would take forever to sell. But it is what
Yeah.
it is. I just
I
don't
don't
want
really
to.
lock anything up anymore. Like my problem with if I lock it up, no one's gonna usually ask.
Mhm.
So and usually I'm right there. But unless something happens, then you'll hear me on here all angry and bitter. Yeah.
But so anyways, that's kind of what's going on. I was happy with the Commodore 64. He wanted 35 for it, and I'm like, "Does it work?" He goes, "Well, the last time I plugged it in, it worked." He goes, "But it's just been sitting there forever." I'm like, "Okay." So then I just left it there, started walking around, and then he had some cups with like the plastic cups with gremlins. There was a bunch of them. There was Smurfs. There was all, and some of these were in their brand new bags. Like there were a whole stack of probably 20, 30 cups in a plastic sleeve. Like they were well kept or they looked new. So, anyways, he had a bunch of them. He probably had 50. And he goes, I said, how much on the cups? So he for $40, he gave me all those cups and the Commodore 64, and I can sell those cups for $3 to $5 a piece.
So he wanted $35 for the Commodore,
Yeah.
and he sold you the Commodore for $40, including 50 cups.
Well, yeah. So he goes, if you take the cups and the Commodore, $40.
Oh yeah, okay, that's such a different deal. Much better deal is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
I mean, I'll
it's
make
almost comical. Is what I'm trying to say.
yeah. This is basically the Commodore 64 is free, and I'm still making profit on the cups on top of that. Like
He valued the Commodore. Yeah,
I
or
yeah,
he didn't want the cups in his basement anymore.
he was just tired of like they were getting rid of shit, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
his so what happened was his dad had passed away and his mother was there, but and his wife, but the family was there. They were having a yard sale. I got a text from a buddy of mine saying, "Hey, go check this out. They just posted something 20 minutes ago, and if this ginger jar is there, you need to go buy it. Like if it's the right price." And if I'm ginger jar, well, I mean, if there's antique stuff, he said there were some comics there too. So I was a half an hour away. So by the time I got there, the ginger jar was gone, but there was all this other stuff. Um, so I looked through the window of the house, and the house was for sale, and I could overhear what they're talking about, how so and so passed away, and so I'm like, "Is there more stuff in the house? Like I'd walk through the house if you got anything else in there that's for sale." And he goes, "Everything in the house is going to auction."
Mm.
They had a higher end auction company. He said the name, I know who they are, but he goes, "They're coming in," and he goes, "They have like an inventory of everything that's in the house." He goes, "So I can't sell anything in there." So,
At least you asked.
oh yeah, dude, I almost like if they didn't say that they already had like the inventory and set up and that this company wanted them, I would have talked myself in there to get more stuff. But you can't at that point because they've already had this. He said that they're actually coming within a week to pick the stuff up, and that the auction should be in about 2 weeks. So.
Mm.
So anyway, because I asked about the auction and when it is, because I wouldn't mind seeing what was in that house, but because there was interesting stuff out. But anyway, long story short, that's what's going on. So I think that was a great deal because all those cups are going to fit absolutely 100% fit the style of that booth upstairs, right? With gremlins and Smurfs.
And how much are you going to ask for each cup?
I'll take another look at them and stuff, like check them out on. But my guess right now is $3 to $5 a piece.
Yeah, 3 to 5 people just buy it for the hell of it.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah,
Motley Crue cups. I had Motley Crue cups in there, and I think I had $6 each,
yeah,
and somebody came in and bought both of them, right? Like within a week.
yeah,
They display nicely. They got nice vintage like '80s look to them.
yeah.
And who doesn't like Gremlins? Gremlins is awesome. Who doesn't like Smurfs? Who doesn't like?
Amy does not like Gremlins. She hates Gremlins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there might have been. I don't think there was Jurassic Park, but there was something else. I don't think there were Flintstones. There was something else. It doesn't matter. They're in the car as well, or the
Yeah.
truck. So I'll have to figure it all out. They're really just going to be taken from the truck and put right into. You know what? Let me do a quick look here. I'm curious now. You got me thinking, bringing them up again. Gremlins plastic cup. I'm just curious what they do go for. Oh, that's a nice little gremlin one. $13, but it's like the gremlin I saw was the like Spike or whatever, but this one is the Gizmo. Plastic cups, 24 for two. They might have to go online, dude. Holy cripes. Anything I have gremlin figures or gremlin the move like the DVD gremlin, everything gremlin always sells quick.
Hmm.
Um there's not really many cups. You know what? I might have stumbled across a little bit of a. I don't see anything here. I hope there's a Jaws cup. That would be sweet. I just saw a Jaws one. They had five, six, seven, eight for $153.
Oh, that would be nice.
Like they're all stacked into each other, so I don't really 100% know what's all there. I just saw the Gremlins and Smurfs, and so there's a Gremlin. So all I'm seeing here, even for sale, is 6 Gremlin cups, and this is probably what I have because one has the golf symbol, and I remember seeing that. Um, $40 for 6, and then $13 for a Gizmo, and it has so those are exactly what I got. So maybe I'll put $10 a piece on them. If that's the case, that's a huge score.
Oh, exciting, exciting.
I don't even pick this shit up. If the price is right, that's like I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get.
it's a no brainer.
It's a
That's my
no
favorite
brainer,
price.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I just don't know. There's another one for $10. It's a promo cup, 1984 golf promo cup Gremlins. But you got to really scroll down to find them. And this is .ca, so .com might be different. But maybe it was ET. I see an ET one. That would be nice to have too. ET.
ET, that's another thing that traumatized a lot of kids. Yeah.
Honestly, dude, every time I put anything Gremlins, and I don't find much, but anytime I did, it always sells out of the booth. You know what also sells is any plush Mario.
Yeah, that's my very basic plush bolo list is Mario. Like I'll take a look. It doesn't always have value, but sometimes it might. But I honestly don't pick up a ton of plush because it takes up a lot of room. There's like some booths at the flea market that's like you could just like throw yourself in the pile of them and never come out again. That's how much plush they have.
I do sell plush. Like I don't get eBay prices on plush, but plush do well out of the booth. Like it's got to be pulp culture. It's like Gremlins or Mario, like Elf. Remember Elf?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, Knight Rider. There's some. This might be a little bit of a bolo. Is these plastic cups? Knight Rider, which is not the car one. It's not Kit Car. This is a comic, Marvel comic, like $30. Hawkeye, $35. $21 for Dracula. Invisible Girl, $35. And that's single cups. Like there's a group with Spider-Man and Hulk and stuff. They got 6 for $70.
Nice.
Huh. Now I got to go and see what I got there. I'm thinking $3 to $5 a score, and now it could be like a gold mine. Anyway,
in the past, I would have said Adam will be really happy and score out of your booth, but Adam's no longer doing this. So
he texted me the other day too. He built a beaver gate in his backyard. So he did a great job. He made a fence, and then he had this wood image of a beaver.
Yeah,
and he connected it to the top part of the frame of the gate.
Yeah.
And it's like, so you enter, but on the top is this beaver, like very large. It's probably 3 feet, 2.5 feet, image of a wooden cutout of a beaver. So it looks really good. So
people are still missing the show for the beaver stuff.
They just want the
that was it was such a good idea. Yeah.
But,
so
yeah, it was,
that's good. So comments, you said there was a comment you wanted to talk about.
Well, first of all, Carverman, good to see Carverman back. He wrote a comment there. I didn't see Randy. Did Randy make a comment? Let me just refresh this here.
So I just see 3. One from me saying first, one from Vancouver saying second, and then one from Carverman, which is Serge.
So Carverman is looking forward to global shipping.
We all are.
Yeah.
And then because they'll just deal with a lot of the stuff we don't want to. It's a nice thing to have. Like people have been saying, well, that people don't understand how expensive it is for the buyer using global shipping program, which I agree. Yeah. But it's better than nothing.
So I think they changed it to, they call it international shipping, which is the same
international shipping program.
Officially, I think it's international. So anybody who's wondering what we're talking about, global. But,
yeah. It's good. Like it's an option. You don't have to do it. So it's
well,
very good.
Before I get to that comment, I'm going to there's one from Adam here too.
Okay.
He says we're overthinking it. What did we overthink? I don't remember from the conversation. So,
yeah, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I think we were positive on it. He's positive on it. And I think we're positive on it.
Yeah. No, I think it's good.
And it's free money. That's the way I described it, is like, I love the idea that once you sell it to the warehouse or to eBay, it's not like you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like, I can't see why anyone would be upset with this. The only thing I guess you could be upset with is if they took away our options to ship it ourselves, which they're not. So
no. And Tina likes it and automatically enrolled. I got that email as well, and I know you did because we talked about it, but it was just a little kind of heads up that this is coming your way, and you'll automatically be approved. If you're approved, you're automatically enrolled. But you can opt out of it too, which I think would be silly.
Yeah, and there's a chance I won't be, actually, because since I was on .com, I was no longer top rated seller on .ca because it wasn't selling enough on .ca, which I didn't care about, but now I care about. So I actually might now. Those are just the first people to be enrolled. It's not like no one else. I might miss the first wave because of that, but we'll find out. If I called eBay, I bet you I can convince them to put me on it anyways. But so I might not be in that first wave. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me put it that way.
Well, that would suck. That would that would be unfortunate for that reason. But.
Yeah, but it's okay. And she blames me for everything that's happening, which is okay. I'll take all the blame.
Well, this is where I'm saying this is probably the most truthful.
Oh, here we go. This is what it was about.
Yeah, this is probably the most truthful statement that has ever been said on this show. It's all Carl's fault.
I apologize, everyone. But I did say, don't tell the Americans about de minimis, and someone blabbed.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And stop watching the news completely. Yes.
Yes, I try.
Yeah, I'll give it maybe half an hour of my time each day, but that's I wouldn't even say each day, but now and then. But for the most part, yeah, it's ridiculous.
I doom scroll, and
Dude,
before I know, it's been 3 hours of me looking up de minimis on YouTube, and it's like it's gone me nowhere. So, but I
yeah.
admit that's a me thing. So,
So there it
yeah,
is. It's
it's still too
all
early. It's not even been a week. It's been like not even 3 days because Monday was off. So it's really been 2 days.
well. I mean, it's been a week pre because they stopped allowing the labels
That's
on
true.
eBay. Um, I okay. Listen, here's the way I look at it. This international shipping could be the biggest thing since they changed, or even bigger, but at least since they changed the prices here in Canada on Canada Post. Like it could be that dramatic, right? Given our situation with things, but it might not work at all. Like there might be too much damage done psychologically that people just right, and maybe they're not going to be able to see that it's from Canada. I don't know. I would assume they are. Like I
They
don't know what
will.
the
So
U.S.
actually,
would see.
so I actually tested it in a way because so UK already has an international shipping program, right? And what I was remember, I was saying I'm curious about like if you search for something and you order it by price plus shipping.
Are you sure about that?
I haven't even said what I was finished yet. What I was
Oh,
saying.
I
So I was
don't know
test.
what you're going to say. I was a
I
bit
know. So I don't.
scared.
I'm pretty sure about it since you don't know what I'm talking about yet.
Okay, go ahead, Carl.
Thank you, Scott. Um, but I was curious about if it when you search for something you order by price and shipping, does it take the import charges into account? It does not. So I tested that with someone in the UK, and I looked at their listing, and when you saw the listing for their item, it showed the price plus the shipping. But when you went to actually buy it, then it added the import charges after that, and they use the global shipping program or the international shipping program, whatever it's called. So it doesn't take that into account, and you don't see it until you actually go into the listing. So
Well, that's fine as long as before payment
yes,
they see it somewhere
exactly. It's
because they can
don't
change their mind,
yeah
and that's fine. I don't want to be stuck with somebody buying something and then they get this bill,
the
or
surprise.
or
Yeah,
we get this bill. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yep.
before it can be shipped. I don't want to
That,
get into
yeah,
all that and then have to
no,
cancel 1,000 orders. I don't want to get into that.
I
Right?
don't want BS.
Yeah. So as long as they see it and they, before they pay for it officially, they have an idea what, like they know exactly what costs are incurred.
Yeah,
Other than that, I don't care.
yeah.
Um,
I
but it'll
This
be
must have been well already in works though for eBay to have this already for October because that's very fast. So I think they're working on it already. So
yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Um, it'll be interesting.
because there'll be a lot of costs with it too, because they have to get paid, right? So, but like I said, if it's an option, it's all good. So can't complain.
Well, it seems to create sales as far as the okay. So let's say the U.S. resellers. I watched Cha-Ching King, and that he had 3 international sales that day. I don't know what his store looks like, how big it is, or anything about it. He just had 3 going that day when he was talking about it. And I'm not saying 3 a day is going to be your average, but you definitely have more eyes. It's definitely going to create some sort of sales. I know I've had people from Spain and Australia and other locations want to buy from me, and I didn't do it. I did a couple to England and I did a couple to Germany. I've never had a problem, but I just don't understand the shipping and all this other kind of stuff. So it was just something I just didn't need to, and felt I just didn't want the headache with it. This takes care of all those headaches,
Yep.
right? It's streamlined. So, I did have buyers from Japan and buyers from, I think I did have buyer from Spain, but they all did that the middle person.
Yeah, when it goes
Where,
to a
so
reshipper.
I ship it to someplace in the States, and then
Yeah,
they have it shipped to their country.
yeah,
Um,
which is also
so
good for us.
people are willing to do that. If there's
Oh yeah.
companies out there that strictly accommodate to those people, then there's people out there willing to spend money, and
When I
it's
was
got to
buying
be a lot of
portrait
them.
miniatures, I was willing to spend $50 in shipping because it's the only way I could ever get the thing.
Yeah,
Right? It's like, yeah, it's expensive, but it's either this or nothing.
yeah.
Right? So
So it could be, dude. It could be game changer. It might, you know, like
yeah,
it could
maybe
be. It could
it's
be
definitely a
interesting.
plus. I'll give it a plus
Definitely.
plus for
Yeah.
sure.
I just don't understand why people would want to spend so much more money if they can get it cheaper some other way. Like I
Well,
just
it's if you can't. Yeah,
right.
that's the only
So
reason. Like, why would you if you can get it
yeah,
cheaper somewhere? But there's a lot of stuff you just can't get. Then it's good for that. Like if you're a collector for something and for what from another country and it's just not available in your country, like Roman coins, right? Like often, like if I buy a Roman coin, I'll often get it from UK because that's where I can actually get the quality and the type I want. It's just not available here.
yeah. Well,
So,
they have a lot over there.
and they do. They have access to a lot.
Yeah.
So that's a big, that's something. And you don't, that's a good example, really. But
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. Thanks everyone for the comments.
yes, thank
And
you.
we even throw a little bit of a bolo. I don't know if you got one, Carl. I got the
No, I do not.
plastic cups.
No bolo.
No bolo. All right, dude. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
What's your
Well,
plan
I
for the week?
expect a comment from Randy since this is a Randy show.
Any plans for the week, or just more of the same what you talked about earlier?
Uh, well, I'm preparing for that booth thing. I had some stuff on an auction that went pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Uh, sold a radio for $120. I was surprised it went for that much. Um,
so
they
overall, you were happy with that sale?
Yeah, I had 40 items in there after commission and everything. They cut me a check for $562.55.
Okay,
It's not bad.
no,
Um, that's after the commissions, which is 30% plus a couple bucks a listing. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. 40 items. I have another 40 going in auction this month, same auction place. We'll see what happens. And later on today, I'll probably take another load. I have about 21 items ready. I don't know if I'll be able to find 40 items and have them ready, but I'm going to take another load up there today. So
nice.
just trying to kind of move some of the stuff I don't want to deal with. Right?
Yeah, I get it.
So what are you laughing about?
I just look around. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I don't want to deal with.
But I don't want it's really a tricky thing because I don't want to pay a listing for something that's going to sell for $1 because then I'm losing money on all the other stuff. So
yeah,
don't just put any old junk in there. It has to kind of fit what I think
there has to be some demand.
the item has to sell for at least $3 to break even.
Yeah,
Right. So don't put in stuff like I wouldn't put like a comic that you can get $3 out of. Like bundle a bunch of comics. That's one way, but so I mean, you just have to be particular. Not everything could go, and it's kind of has to be in decent shape, and I got to describe it. So there's work involved as well. But yeah. So I was pretty happy with that result.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It fills a niche of your reselling business. So
Yeah, and it kind of clears it out. I could either do a yard sale or I could do it this way.
yeah,
That's the way I don't have to deal with it.
you don't have to pay Stephanie.
She takes 50%. So this is only 30.
That's an expensive commission.
But
yeah.
Anyway, cool. All right, thanks
Cool.
everybody.
Yep, thank
Have a
you.
good week. Hope everybody does a good week. Like I'm still picking a little bit pickier picking, but I'm still out there picking. I can't stop.
Yeah.
So.
Next week at this time, I might have my stuff on .ca for Canada, just so something's going, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's
I had a $610 plus shipping sale.
Toy Soldiers.
That went out yesterday.
Yeah.
I actually had two sales go out yesterday, but one was $100 toy soldier and one was $610 worth of toy soldiers.
eBay Lite's still working perfectly, right, in Canada?
Expedited light?
The eBay Canada Post Lite, that's still working fine for within Canada. The cheap rates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just making
Yeah.
sure. Just
The
making sure.
expedited light.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. I was just making sure because they took down Canada Post for my .com, but I haven't really sold anything, so I wasn't.
Oh no,
100%
it's
sure.
all the same. It's,
Okay, good. I thought it would be. It's just I thought I'd ask.
I was really I ended up. It was cheaper to go Canada Post for the $610 sale. I give them a little break on the shipping. I figured it would cost $35. I charged $25. It went to Alberta, and it was $33.50 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Okay.
I ate under $10 on a $610 sale, but I went to Alberta, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did I sell? I sold something else and went to. Hang on now. I'm just trying to tell you a value here. I sold something that went till BC, and I used. Oh, you know what? I had a couple other sales too. Oh my god. Okay, so this one here went to BC. I'm pretty sure. Let me just check. Vancouver, BC, North Vancouver, BC. It was $114 sale. And what did shipping cost? $16.
What was it?
It was a toy. It was a Native American on a horse.
Oh,
It was
Toy Soldier. Yeah.
toy
Okay.
soldier thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shipping, I charged 15 for shipping, and it cost me $16.56 to go all the way to Vancouver, BC.
Yeah, BC is one of those more expensive ones we get.
Yeah,
Not as bad as like Newfoundland, but yeah.
That was Canada Post.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's good to me.
Yeah. And I sold something else here that was really cool. I wanted to mention this too.
Okay.
So I sold. It's called a resin figure of Brother Andre La Fer Andre, 8 inches tall. So he's from Montreal. He's a famous, I think it's a Catholic priest, is what he would be referred to as. $25, dude. You know, I think I started at 35. I know where I bought him. I know I paid $1 for him, and because the person selling him gave me the education on who this person was. Because I just lifted up oh, do you know who that is? Blah blah blah. So, hi, is it possible before the 9th of September? It's for my mom, her 85th birthday, and she was. Now I think this person is speaking French, so the language was kind of broken up here, but it was cured by him. So maybe cured. It could just been a typo too. She was cured by him.
Oh, neat. Yeah. Some people have a lot of faith and
yeah. So I'm like, I can't promise the time of delivery. Once it's in the post office, it's out of my control. It usually takes 3 to 4 days. I will send it out today. She was happy with that. So
yeah.
Gross merci.
Awesome.
Do you know what that means? Thank you, but I don't.
A lot.
A lot? Okay.
A lot, yeah. Thanks a lot.
I thought that was kind of neat. Like I don't know. It's $25. It's not like it's a big change in my life, but for someone to buy something with that kind of, like personal connection, you know what I mean? It just, sometimes things just have a way of getting to where they're supposed to be. I've said that before, and it just, I don't know, made me happy to just see someone's happy about that. So,
well, I got positive feedback on that postcard where it bounced back to me, so I was happy on that. So they're very patient and very understanding, and that's what makes this worth it.
But this person gave me a 5-star review, and she hasn't even. It's still in the mail. I haven't even.
That's kind of weird.
Like, I think she was just so happy that I was able to send it out to her quickly. Do you want? I should check the tracking on that. She might even have got it today. Well, it's in LaSalle, Quebec right now, so she's going to get it before the 9th. Today's the 4th. She'll probably get it today. So there it is. Yeah.
Awesome.
So Another happy customer in the books. They're all happy. They're all happy, dude. They're just happy. All right. Have a good one, Carl. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you next week, Eastern Standard Time. I don't know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Sounds good. Bye, everyone.
All right. Have a good one, Carl.
Yeah, you too.